Well, good morning, Arizona. I'm Cameron Ridle. It is 8:30, April 1st, and already a scorcher outside. Our Lena DeFlorius is live in the Weather Center. Lena, 90 degrees already. Too much too soon.
Yeah, you say it ain't so, right? Yes, so we're 10 degrees above the normal, especially for the kiddos. If they're going Easter egg hunting, you're probably going to church or going to lunch. You're going to want to make sure that you drink plenty of water and you do it as early as you can. Cameron?
All right, Lena, thank you. We will pack plenty of water.
I saw that her front door was on fire and she had a knife and was really freaked out.
Right now, a man is waking up behind bars accused of going on a deadly crime spree in a Phoenix neighborhood. Police say the suspect is Curtis Bagley. Officers originally were called to investigate an arson case. Police say Bagley confronted a woman and poured gasoline on her front door, then set it on fire. Luckily, her neighbor, who also happens to be her landlord, came to the rescue. Police say about an hour later, the suspect broke into another home and then killed a man.
He had like a slur and he was like shaky. It freaked me out. When he left, kind of felt like we could have stopped him more, but at the same time we didn't know what he was capable of or what he had.
Bagley is facing several charges. The victim's name has not yet been released. Senate candidate and former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio is in Nashville today. He was there for an event with a group of truck drivers talking about transportation issues. After the event, the former Maricopa County Sheriff had some positive words to say about President Trump.
Never had a hero until 3 months ago. I finally realized in my whole life who my hero was, and that's Donald Trump. It has nothing to do with a pardon that just came out of nowhere. I didn't ask for it. Nothing.
Last year, Arpaio was convicted for intentionally disobeying a judge's order to stop running his illegal immigration patrols in 2011. He was pardoned by President Trump. Arpaio says he was inspired to run for Senate at age 85 because of the support of the president and his agenda. The Senate primary is set for August. Phoenix police are still looking for the men involved in a stabbing on a city bus. That happened last night at 24th Street and Oak. Officers say two men attacked the victim, then ran before police arrived. The man was stabbed in the upper body and taken to the hospital. Thankfully, he is expected to be okay. Police say he is not cooperating with investigators.
They cut $1 billion out of funding back in 2008. So that was one of our demands, was that they would restore education funding to the 2008 levels.
Well, teachers here in Arizona are plotting their next step to get higher salaries. This morning, they are keeping a close watch on what is happening in Oklahoma. That's where educators are getting ready to walk out of the classroom tomorrow. The Oklahoma walkout is happening just days after state lawmakers passed a series of tax increases to fund teacher salaries. One of them, the largest taxes, comes from hotel rooms. That was taken out at the last moment, cutting revenue by tens of millions of dollars. Teachers here in Arizona say Oklahoma could be a model.
Watching Oklahoma and seeing the steps that they take, I mean, they're almost going to provide like the example on how we should move forward.
That woman there, Tammy Jo Dublin, teaches 5th grade in Tucson. She says the similarities between the states are striking. Both have a history of education funding cuts, losing qualified teachers to other states, and relying on emergency certifications. Both states are trying to put money back into the classroom. Well, it was a special birthday for a 5-year-old boy. Strider Grubb celebrated his birthday Saturday with Phoenix firefighters who once helped save his life. 4 years ago, Grubb fell into a pool when his dad pulled him out, and he did not have a pulse. A neighbor's quick effort performing CPR brought him back to life. Once firefighters arrived, they took over that rescue effort. He was later released from the hospital 3 days later with not a single issue. The department tweeted out some photos of the celebration. Congratulations and happy birthday to him. Well, Christians in Jerusalem have gathered in the city for Easter Day services. The Mass was officiated by the top Roman Catholic cleric in the Holy Land. Many Christians believe Jesus was crucified and buried at the site there where the church now stands. And of course, tens of thousands of people were participating in the Easter Sunday Mass at the Vatican St. Peter's Square. Mass there was led by Pope Francis. The Pope opened Easter festivities with a tweet saying, "Our faith is born on Easter morning. Jesus is alive. The experience is at the heart of the Christian message." Well, if you're looking for something to do this Easter Sunday, How about feeding the homeless? It is the 37th annual Champions for Homeless Festival on Easter Luncheon. The event will feature sports celebrities, including the Cardinals players David Johnson and Michael Bankston, as well as music stars and more. Champions for the Homeless is working with the Nick Lowry Youth Foundation to serve 1,000 homeless individuals and their families. It is located at the St. Vincent del Paul on Jackson Street and 5th Avenue here in Phoenix. The event takes place from 10:30 this morning until 12:15. When we come back, Dr. Art Mullen has the answers to your email questions. We'll show you how you can tone up so you can feel a little bit better about that new swimsuit this summer.